some call it cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Florida State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. These guys have a pass-catch combination as good as any in the country, David. They always seem to be in sync.
Yeah, if that guy out wide is covered, he's open. And if you got a great...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Georgia Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. On the move at the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese. And what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution.
It's a running room at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
KJ George P. Burdell.
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Line getting set on second down. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll try it over the left side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right?
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever in the coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies behind the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Trying play action. Looking left. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had to really really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Off play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He wants to throw it again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, the potential...
Snatches it on the run. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Quickly complete. Turning it on. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
George D. Burnell.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Noles are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Frost. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Catch in the middle, it's Frost. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have... This guy had too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Alert, alert, right? Quarterback under center. You're thinking quarterback sneak on short yardage. Defensive lineman, great job. You got to get that penetration. You just can't let him go straight downhill. Make that thing bow. And I always love how you see guys diving over the top. Great effort by the defense. Great stop.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They'll try the right side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And a sweet catch, and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Let's go. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. The give to the lone running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After run, now throw. He's got the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by just 2 to Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
He's got him. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one is perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
Second down.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with second and short. Right back to the well. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets are on the move.
42 Spider.
On the move. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Got enough space. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get round at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Trying to make magic. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough with the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Back to pass, it's Graves. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Fires it incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Might be looking to run. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by just 2 to Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Vaughn. Throws for the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They want that clock to run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Thanks to grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Graves. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Here comes the heat. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Absolutely perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that that you can get. So run the ball and make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And let's just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.